Hello. My name is Emmanuel. Welcome again to my channel. This is going to be a very short video. I'll try as much as possible to make it short. And this is for single people in the house, for singles. If you're not a single person, send this video out to a single person. If you are believing God to give his opinion, you are seeking the face of God about getting married to someone, and you want to know God's opinion about getting married to the person. You know, you're a sister and a brother is interested in you, wants to marry you, and you are praying and you are fasting, and you want to know God's opinion about getting married to the brother. I want to talk to you today. Yeah, I want to talk to you. The worst mistake you will make in this phase, because it's a phase and it's a very sensitive and fragile moment. Okay, you are in friendship with somebody, or maybe a relationship, and you are seeking the face of God. You want to know, is this the one? Father, I will tell you out of experience, this is the toughest prayer you can ever pray. Because the reason I say this, because is not everyone that will have an easy marriage process. There are people that they had it easy. There are people that didn't have to pray. They found their wives, they found their husbands without praying, and they got it right. Okay, they got it right. So, but there are people that have to pray and fast before they will find, or before God will give them someone. All right. Matter of fact, there are people that are allowed to find their spouse, and there are those that are not allowed. God will give you by Himself. So you need to know where you fall in, whether you are allowed to find a wife or husband, or that God said you are not allowed to find. I'm the one that will give you. So if you don't know the difference, you're gonna be looking around and there's nothing to find. All right, let me continue. I don't want to go into theological aspects of marriage. That will be for future ministry, not now. So you are a single person and you are believing God to get married to somebody. The worst mistake you make is to start having sex with the person. The moment you start having sex with this person, you're not going to hear God. God is going to be silent. God is going to blank you out. You know what it means for God? You know what it means to blank somebody out? So God will blank you out. All right, you are praying and you are fasting, but you are too close to the person. I mean, you are seeking the face of God about a brother or about a sister, but you are sleeping with the sister. You are spending the night at her place, and you guys are already doing some things you're not supposed to do. The truth is, you will not hear God. Don't bother praying. Don't bother. Stop praying. You won't hear God. God will blank you out. You know how it means to blank somebody out. God will blank you out. You're not going to hear Him. All right? So, and there's a level of proximity and closeness that you shouldn't get to. Someone you are still seeking the face of God about. You are seeking the face of God about somebody. You shouldn't get too close. You shouldn't get too close and emotionally attached with this person, because sometimes you will hear your flesh and you think you are hearing God. You know, some of us, we've been in that situation where your emotions spoke to you and you think God was speaking to you, and you jumped out and you made a mistake. Actually, you were too close to the person and you started hearing your emotions speaking to you, and you think that it was the voice of God. It's not the voice of God. All right? It's not the voice of God. It was your emotion, because you are emotionally attached to this person. You are bonded with this person. You made a covenant with the person through sex. You're already doing some things you're not supposed to do with the person, and you are praying and you are seeking the face of God, and you told your parents, your pastors, your spiritual leaders, mentors to pray with you to know God's will, but you're already sleeping with the person. The truth is, God will blank you out. You're not going to hear His voice. Okay? I want you to share this video with single people, please. I have 4 books by the grace of God coming out for publication. At the beginning of this year, I made some goals. I wrote some goals to accomplish by the grace of God. One of my goals was to start my master's program, and I started it already, online program. I had a goal to buy some properties in Nigeria, which I did. I had a goal to write 4 books and other ones. And by the grace of God, within the 7th month, 4 books were ready. So, and one of the things I discussed in the book is what I'm telling you right now. You know, one of the books on relationship, I wrote a book on relationship for single people. I cannot write a book on marriage at this time, not now. I have topics and titles on marriage, but not now until, you know, I cross over to that side. Maybe down the line in ministry, I will start writing books on marriage. But for now, I wrote a book on relationship for single people. And I want to encourage you, you are seeking the face of God, to know God's will about getting married to somebody. Do not sleep with the person. Do not have physical contact with the person. Don't be kissing the person. Don't be touching the person. You know, there's a level of proximity you shouldn't have with the person, because you're not going to hear God. God is not a mocker, all right? Don't awaken love before time. The book of Song of Solomon said, don't awaken love before time. There's a level of there's a level of emotional connection you shouldn't have, because when you have that emotional attachment, you won't hear God anymore. You will hear yourself. You think it's the voice of God. You will hear Satan. You think it's the voice of God. The Bible said that the devil will appear like the angel of light and give you a revelation or a vision, and you think it's God. No, it's not God. It's the devil that appeared like the angel of light and gave you a revelation. I've had one of that revelation some time ago. I had a revelation and I thought God was speaking to me, but it was a manipulation. So if you are not in the spirit, you're going to hear yourself and you think that God is speaking to you. All right, that's why it's very important for you to be very careful. This is a very sensitive moment. I want to tell you this. The enemy does not like marriage. He doesn't like families. Let me put it that way. And that is why we have the gay community coming up, you know, lesbians coming up. We have governments that are saying it's okay for women to abort children, abortion systems and legislations coming up. The truth is that the devil does not like marriage. See, marriage is breaking up. Even in church, even among ministers and pastors. There's a high rate of divorce because the devil does not like marriage. And that's why it's very important for you to lay a strong foundation. Lay a strong foundation. The moment you start sleeping with a person that you are not married to, and you are hoping to marry this person, they will never trust you when they marry you. Never. There's no way, especially a girl. You are a brother and you want to marry a sister, but you are sleeping with her. The truth is, when you get married to her, she will not trust you. There are things she cannot see. Let me tell you, and that's why she'll be going to your phone. She wants to find out what are you doing with your phone. That's why she wants to read your text message. That's why you want to travel and she's calling you to find out what are you doing. You went on business travel or whatever you say you went to, and she's scared because you slept with her before you got married to her. She cannot trust you. All right? She can't trust you. Naturally, she can't trust you. So this is very important. I think that brothers should lead in this aspect. All right? We should lead in this aspect and set the pace and set the standard. I know that most of us, we have made some mistakes. I'm not here to judge you. But if you're listening to this, you're watching this video, let's get it right. All right? Most marriages, 99% of marriages, there is no trust anymore. Even in church, I'm sorry to say that. Even among men of God, I'm sorry to say that. Why? Because sometimes there's no right foundation. The foundation has been messed up, and the Bible said, if the foundation be faulty, what will the righteous do? So, if you're a single person, I'm about to end this video. If you're a single person and you're hoping to marry somebody, don't sleep with the person. You will destroy the foundation. You'll mess it up. I'm telling you, you might like the feeling now. Yes, you like the feeling of touching the person and you think it's love. That's not love. It's lust. It's not love. That thing you are doing and you are touching, you say, well, we are not having sex, but you are kissing and you're doing some funny things. Well, the truth is, you are laying a foundation. Okay? You better lay the right foundation. This is very important because, let me say this before I end. The devil hates marriage. You see, there are people that the devil hates marriage. because he hates family. He doesn't like to see a man and a woman stay together and raise children. He doesn't like when there's peace in a home. Peace. He doesn't like that word peace. So he will start early to sow the seed of sin. Make you to start committing sin early. Start sowing the wrong seed. So you lay a wrong foundation. And when there is a wrong foundation, when you get to the altar looking each other in the eyes, knowing that you slept with one another already, knowing that even though the sister is covering her face with a veil, do you know what it means for, I asked her, do you know what it means for a woman to wear white wedding gown? Do you know why wedding gown is white? And you have to cover the face of the lady while she's going up, to the altar to meet the husband. There's a veil. Do you know why they cover her face? It's because it's believed that the man has not touched her. It's believed that she has not been touched. That's what it's believed. Okay? It's believed that she has not been touched. Now, if she's going to that altar knowing that this guy has slept with me, wrong foundation. And what will happen is there is no trust. Tomorrow you marry her and she's checking your phone, trying to find out where you're going and what you are doing, where you went to. It's because she doesn't trust you. You laid a wrong foundation. So, this video is not to condemn anybody. I love you. But it's for us to be cautious, to be careful. Alright? Marriage is beautiful, it's blissful. But it's important to get it right, to do it the right way. To lay a strong foundation, to be able to say, I did it the right way. Okay? It's discipline. It's a lot of discipline. A lot of discipline. I can tell you, it's a lot of discipline. I've been in situations where I could have done something stupid. Nobody was watching. Nobody was there. I could have done anything and nobody would know. It was offered to me on a platter of gold. But I thought about my vows, thought about my covenant with God, thought about people looking up to me, thought about tomorrow being in ministry, and I have to talk to young people about marriage. What am I going to say? If my children ask me about relationship, what am I going to say? If I have to write books on marriage, what am I going to say? For the sake of people looking up to you, get it right. The Bible says there's a multitude of witnesses observing you. Get it right. All right? You're about to get married to someone. Don't be touching and caressing and doing all that. You're going to mess up the foundation. You mess up the foundation. And if you are seeking the face of God about someone, give the person some space and go and pray and seek the face of God so you can hear God. If you are already having sexual contact with a person and you are praying, you are wasting time because God will not speak to you. He will be silent and your emotions will be speaking. Some people say, but I have peace about it. Someone asked me, but I have peace about marrying him. I have peace. I said, the peace you have is your emotion. That's your emotional feeling. Your emotion gave you peace and you think it's God. All right? It's not God. As long as there's a physical contact with the person, you will have peace, but it's a false peace. It's a negative peace. All right, God bless you. I have to go back to my studies right now. God bless you. I love you. Emmanuel.